Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jeng and Jen. Now, too much mouth can walk you out of a very serious relationship. A very serious prospect could be interested in you, very much into you, but mudomo mingi is very dangerous. I'm speaking about mudomo mingi in regard to a number of requests that we have been receiving on our desk, citing the fact that there are people who are not serious with your past. I am one of the people who believe that your past is yours and only the parts that matter should be shared. I will explain. For instance, you find a lady who is very single and searching, but the level of mouthing she has will always drive the man out, no matter who the man is. For instance, there's this lady, and this is the fifth time. And if it's the fifth time she's trying a relationship, and these relationships have been hitting a hard rock, and you ask yourself, why do these relationships bounce back? One, she is too mouthful. I'm doing this video with her consent. And she will be telling you, oh, my ex-boyfriend used to take me to this place. My ex-boyfriend, my ex-idol, my ex this, my ex that. And that guy is like, oh, so nothing new. And that man will just walk away and you will never hear from him. And Kate, you need to take care of your mouth because this is one of the requests you have given us so that we can ask the audience. If you start a relationship and you're talking to a man and you're telling him, oh, my ex used to have beard, I used to like him, yes, but he was toxic. And the guy you're telling does not even have beard. What are you saying? What are you saying? And the man is into you, but the guy is like, oh, so I am a second option. She was telling our desk that there was this guy she was dating, and all of a sudden the guy changes mood, and because the girl is talking too much. You see, part of dating successfully is knowing when to say something and when to shut up. Part of knowing what to do in a relationship is putting your mouth on hold, depending on how itchy it is about a certain subject matter, because there are people who are waiting for you, and you may be looking intelligent, smart, and beautiful until you open that mouth to speak about something you should not. And that is the bone of contention on today's show. I have a number of confessions of people who opened their mouths and hey, you realize that guy, it was all about the mouth. Just because they could not keep the mouth shut, the relationship was lost. You could hear somebody asking, even men, I always go to dates with women, the man will tell you, but those women never talk back. Those women go and block because the guy could not shut up. Imagine going on a date with a man who will be telling you, oh, from today, mm, I think you should be doing this and that. It is your responsibility to do this and that. That man knows if he's an African raised well, he knows where his responsibilities in a relationship begin and where they end. And before you go far, you can wait for him so that you can also see whether you can rhyme or not. And you can imagine a man who you have gotten into a relationship and he's already telling you, mimi mwanamke akiniitisha pesa atoke nje. Mimi sitaki mwanamke wakuja ati yeye ako hivi, sitaki mtu mnono na already uko mnono. Sasa will that lady ever talk to you? You're talking to a guy and the guy is already telling you, I don't like fat people. And the guy is already having an opinion about a certain people. I don't like a certain tribe. You see, these are the kind of things that you should always shut up. And that is why I encourage people, even when you feel like you want a certain tribe, you could be having another ambition in future. You don't have to spill the beans. When you know you don't like certain things, emphasize on the things you like. Okay? Don't give an opinion in a relationship and maybe you're speaking about a certain complexion. Complexion is color of the skin. And somebody, you're talking about somebody who is dark. For example, dark like me. And people are comfortable in their own skins. Maybe it's a guy You're going on a date with a lady, and the lady is already saying, I don't like dark-skinned guys, but we can try. The guy is like, after this date, I'm so done. I'm so done. Done like done. Okay? So please, listen, learn. Listen more than you talk. On a date, it is not where you're going to pour out your frustrations about your ex. There are people who talk about their exes within the first date, and you're like, what? I think you're the toxic one. That's why you are left. If I was that person, I would have left because you're talking too much. Okay? And there are also people who think by bad mouthing, if you bad mouth your ex, you gain points. You don't. If you badmouth your ex in front of a prospect, that person is likely to think, kama huyu anasema hivi, and they had already gone far. What about me? Are you getting the point? So guys, too much mouth is dangerous for a relationship. So that you don't end up asking yourself, why do I interact with people on the first date, the second date, and just like that, the relationship is done? These are discussions we need to have on the show. Too much mouth is dangerous for a date. Too much mouth. And there are also people, it is the first date. You have already started speaking about your family in a bad way. Oh, I am not loved. I want this relationship to work so that my mother can know there is God in heaven. What are you talking about? Kwani, who is your second God? Is it not your mother? And I think we should be having this podcast more and more so that we can educate people. Because again, what do you mean? You're coming on the show and you're like, my brothers don't love me, my sisters don't love me. What are you saying? So are you carrying bad omen? So there is something about, I don't know whether it's law 19 in the Laws of Power, written by Robert Greene. He states that don't associate with the unlucky. They carry bad omens. The people who don't have friends, there is no good side about them. If they're not complaining about this, they are complaining about the other. If they are not complaining about person A, they are complaining about person B. So guys, we need to have these discussions. We need to talk so that at the end of the day, we can create a scenario whereby it is a win-win. The person does not know too much. You see, imagine you are coming to a relationship. It is on the first date, and the girl has already started speaking about how that man was not good in bed, and how that guy was just pathetic, and she was just there because he did not want to hurt the guy. And the man, you're like, wait a minute, what are you saying? So your first examination is whether the guy is good or not. And then the guy is like, if I get somebody else who is less active in this region, then in the mouth, I mean, if you're not viewing the video, then I will know. So guys, too much mouth ruins chances of a good prospect. You can go on a date with somebody and they had already made up their mind that this person is beautiful, but until that person opened their mouth, the beauty faded away. So, too much mouth. What do you want us to discuss next in the next podcast? This is Jenga Jel. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out whether you have liked our videos so that even as we pair men and women, we will know how and when to touch what and what not to. So that, you see, it is mystery. Love is a mystery. Sometimes you unveil this, the other day you unveil this, but so that the person will be having something to look forward to every other day. But when you pour it all in once, you kill the aura. And just like that, the vibe is gone. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Until then, this is Jenga Jet. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today and be sharing our videos. You can follow me on Facebook at Jenga Jet. God bless you. See you.